This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 2009 Dodge Ram 3500 Mega Cab. Obviously, it's a dual rear wheel. It's a 6.7 liter turbo diesel, four-wheel drive. It's an SLT. Has 62,000 miles on it. This truck was sold to us by Tucson Dodge. Shocking they couldn't sell it themselves, but apparently they're not allowed to sell vehicles that have aftermarket suspension, and this one does. It has a really good one that we've researched, and it's exceptional, but because it's not Dodge, they can't sell it, so they say. I think that's insane, but thank God they can't, because now we own it. Anyhow, it's a beautiful truck. There's not really a whole lot to say. It's on a clear title. It is not a theft recovery. It is clear title, actual miles. I went down to Tucson Dodge Service, asked them if they knew anything negative about the truck. They ran the records for me. They said it was there in March for some sort of a recall that was done, and that it's fine. And shocking decision making going on lately at our local dealers here. Anyway, tires front and rear look like they're about 50%. There's your suspension. Rollover, it's a Pro Comp. It's actually called a Top Gun Custom suspension. If you Google that, you'll see it. And it takes a lot, see the links there? It takes a lot of the stiffness out of the ride that you get in these one-tons. It's a lot nicer ride than you normally get in this truck. And boy, I'll tell you what, cosmetically this thing is just absolutely beautiful. Got a few rock chips in front of the rear wheel flares. Gosh, I mean, you're just reaching for whatever could be wrong with this truck. Here's your problem. Got some high-speed rock chips on the front of this. Actually, a little touch-up would have been a good idea, but I was kind of too excited to wait to take video of this thing. This guy can go away. There. Just a beautiful truck. It's my job to point out the negatives in these videos, which you'll see in other videos if you look at our other videos, and I go after all the negatives so that you're know what you're buying exactly, and when it ships out, if it ships anywhere, that when you get it, you're happy. It's going to be really hard to find anything negative here. Here's the rear lift. That's just standard lifting procedure there. But the front is a very expensive lift, very expensive suspension. Obviously it had a fifth wheel hitch, so you've already got the holes drilled and it's ready to go if you want to throw one in there. There's your plug. There's a blemish. Little ding right there. This thing is amazing. I think I do have a truck crush. Anyway, this truck was purchased new at Tucson Dodge, according to the records, and then they drove it to Washington State, spent about a year there, and then drove it back to Tucson. Had it here for 6 or 7 months, and then traded it in. Anyway, just a really pretty truck. Wow. I'd like to see the house of the people that live in this. Let me pull this seat forward here a little bit. If I can, there you go. That's behind the Mega Cab seat. Storage. So that's what that would be. Yeah, there's extra storage behind the seat. The people who own this truck were exceptionally clean, bordering on psychotic, I would say. You don't see trucks that are in this condition very often. It does have a little bit of wear in the foam under the seat bolster, which is very common in Dodges. Okay, everything works there. All right, let's see, what do we got going on here? All right, let's look at the cluster first. We have 62,056 miles. Yeah, we need some fuel, I know that much. That'll be where I'm driving next. Let's see, cruise control, off and on. We have a tilt wheel. What other goodies do we have here? Let's see, we got tow. On and off, radio, CD, obviously trailer. Let's see, let's try the air. Let's turn that on. Cold. Just came back from detail, so they've got the heat on to dry the interior a little bit, get a little bit damp. It's actually very dry now. So. Anyway, let's see. Let's turn that down. Air works, of course. Got this little compartment underneath the seat for storage. That. That. It's just like in the wrapper, clean. Holy cow. Let's see. What we got? All that stuff works. Let's see, the rear window. That works. Let's see, let's put it into neutral. Into 4 low. There's 4 low on. Put it in drive. Boom. Okay, that's drive. Reverse. Man, there's a ton of torque in that thing. That's amazing. I love this truck. 4 high, and you could actually drive at speed in this. Man, when it was in 4 low, it felt a ton of power. Now we're in reverse, perfect. It's very quiet too. Back to 2-wheel drive. Let's see what else we got. I'm not even sure what that is. I think it's some sort of a exhaust something. I'm not sure what that is. I'm sure the Dodge guys are laughing at me. I've never seen them. I'm not used to having this new of a Dodge. Anyway, let's go for a ride. All right, this is on a clear title, so there's no need for any inspections or anything. If you come to Tucson, you're going to pay a $250 dock fee, and you're going to pay taxes. Taxes are 2% city tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. If your state tax rate is like Alaska or Oregon or a couple other states where it's 0, all you're going to pay is 2% tax plus $250 dock fee. Arizona residents, state tax is 7.1, so you're going to pay a total of 9.1% tax plus a $250 dock fee. If you pay by wire and ship, all you're going to pay is the agreed upon price, period. No dock fee, no taxes. This is just a sweet truck. I'm going to make a turn here where I'm able to give it some speed and show you it shift, and that'll be the end of it. Wow, bang, bang, bang. This is just a beautiful truck. Nice ride. Whew. This is a no-brainer. So it's been taken extremely good care of. And I asked about service at Tucson Dodge. I saw with my own eyes the service. Carfax is excellent. There are no stories here other than the dummies that run these new car dealerships have the dumbest set of rules in the world. Wow. Anyhow, please make sure that you get a deposit in. If we have an agreed upon price, get your deposit in. Without a deposit, we do not have a deal. Recently had a deal for $21,000 on a 2011 Tundra on a salvage title. It was a theft recovery, and it was a good buy the guy made. 7 hours later, he hadn't made his deposit yet. In that 7 hours, guy shows up on our property, drives it, falls in love, goes to the bank, brings us $22,000, so we make an extra $1,000 in cash. Deal's done right there. Guy who we had the deal for $21,000 on eBay, who didn't make the deposit, makes plane reservations, buys plane tickets, everything you should do after you make a deposit is what he did. So he was very unhappy and angry with us, and we said, tough luck. So please get your deposit in. We can't hold cars without a deposit. And when we do, it's only for a few days. You have 48 hours to get the deposit in, and then you've got 5 days to pay for the entire vehicle. Anyhow, that is all. Beautiful truck. I don't know what you'd pay for this retail at a brick and mortar dealership, but it's going to be a lot more than we're asking. Thank you very much for your time. Have a great week and a great weekend.